Hello lovers of the Gelli arts. Yesterday I woke up and thought, have I tried magazine transfers with etching ink before? I think I have, but used too much ink so the prints did not turn out well. So I'm making an effort to try this again. These were the results, to be worked out later. Stay tuned and I'll show you how I made them. So I'm starting with my favorite, the Akua black etching ink, inking up the plate. Rolling it out for quite some time because that is very necessary with the magazine pages. Putting a piece of white paper underneath so I can see the result on the Gelli plate better. Now I'm placing the magazine page on the ink and rubbing it not too firmly. You probably can't see it here, but I see it that there's quite a good impression. I'm printing with Fabriano printing paper. You can rub more firmly this time. So this is the result. I kind of like it. It looks like he's crying a lot of big fat tears. Later I developed this one a little bit further with black and white pencils so that these blobs look like water blobs. This is another one I made off camera. I'm going to work on that with pencil too. These first two I'd like to work out with watercolors, but unfortunately I used printing paper. So what I'm doing now is changing the paper. I've switched to watercolor paper, I think it's 300 GSM. And yeah, I'll try that so I can work on it with watercolor. Here you can see the torn magazine page that I'm trying to print here. Quite happy with this one, and I can work on it with watercolor this time. For comparison, I'm trying the Charbonnel Ocean Blue ink now. Taking off some excess ink in the areas where I don't want it with this piece of scrap paper. This is also watercolor paper. I'm just using the other side of a print that went wrong. Now this is really very faint. Well, I mean, you can tell what's there, but I'd have to work on it for quite a bit. I think it's also because of the watercolor paper I took here. It's very rough, it has a very strong structure. It's another watercolor than what I used before. And now for the third etching ink I call my own. It's the Cranfield Caligo Safewash. Somebody in some comment to another video that I can't remember right now wrote that the Cranfield is very easy to get off, even better than the Akua, but I find that is not true. I think it gets off the tools and the hands. Well, you have to rub for quite a bit. I think it's similar to Charbonnel. I want to add some objects. These are my trusty gear wheels. I just love them. Yeah, I just want to add some interest to this print. Now look at that. I think that is a fantastic print. But this time I want to do something else with it. I want a second color, a second etching ink print on this pink print that I made. So inking up with the Akua black again. It does mingle a bit with the red that I used before on the plexi plate, but I don't mind that. Ooh, that looks promising. Yes, that is great. Well, obviously the models have to look over a fence, but other than that, I love it. I can still see a very strong ghost print here. So I'm rolling out the Rubin Red Cranfield again, and it's funny, while you're rolling on the Gelli plate, the image comes back stronger than before. It's a very strange effect. Pressing my gear wheels in, and then I have these roses. They're made of cloth. I've made another video just about printing these roses. They're fantastic. And I'm also trying a leaf here, which is, well, not turning out so great. Yeah, also turned out quite nice. Maybe I can take these two as a couple. With last print for today, I want to try to first print with the Akua black. This is the image. And then afterwards make a background afterwards with acrylic paints. You'll see what I mean. This is okay, but she has a blob on her eye. What a bummer. Now putting on the acrylic colors. Amsterdam white, transparent. I'm putting the gear wheels into the golden fluid acrylic quinacridone nickelazo gold. Yes, I got it right the first time. Yeah, putting the gear wheels in there and pressing them on there and adding some of the quinacridone for some other effects. I can't believe it. Oh, I'm such a pro. Look at the gear wheels over her mouth. One is sitting on top of her hair, which is okay. It works as a flower. But the one over her teeth, I mean, that's just... And that's the thing with the acrylics, because you really have to work fast. And I didn't think about where these gear wheels would go all together. So, yeah. So that's another thing about the etching ink that I like. You have more time to think where to place objects, etc. So today I wanted to finish this video and edit it and publish it. And then the new Charbonnel inks arrived. And it had one that is also black, like the Akua. And I wanted to give it another try, because there's one thing about the Akua, of course, it's very light. You can't get it like really dark. I know there's some other Akua inks that I might have to order and try, but I am not sure. So I wanted to try the Charbonnel black, but only for just to improve the other prints a bit. I wanted to print some objects directly, and I'm struggling with a feather here. Okay, you ink it up. You ink up the feather, the object. You put it on a clean surface, and then you're even fussing with it for a little bit. And then you're just putting the image that you want to print it on, just put it on top. Take a clean brayer, and you can see there's also some embossing in the paper going on, but I don't mind that at all. So take it off, and there you see it. I like the contrast between the faint image and the very strong color of the feather. Maybe this is not for you, but I tried another one with another feather. There you see the blue one, and I think this one is fantastic. I want to work it out too, like the others here. So please tell me in the comments whether you would like me to show you how I work these out with watercolor and colored pencils. Yeah, just tell me and I will do another videos about these. Thanks for watching. Please give me a like if you liked it and consider subscribing so you won't miss anything that's coming from me in the future. Bye.